Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here, and I have a question for you. Do you quilt past your bedtime? Isn't this fantastic? Kate Spain designed it for us for my merchandise shop, and so I quilt past my bedtime. Of course, we sometimes make mistakes when we quilt past our bedtime, don't we? But okay, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Look how cute this is. And let me just show you a few of the other things that it comes on. So you can have it on mugs, you can have it on the insulated cups, and the white cups, it's turquoise on one side and pink on the other. There are sweatshirts and all those fun things, all of them. It is just always so cool to have some new phrasing, some new quilty goodness, and you could just give this to your friends that you sew with, right? You could all have them as, you know, go to the quilt show, you all wear one. So great, all these ideas for you, all the ideas. All right, today is pizza day. Who doesn't love pizza? Yeah, I know. My uncle doesn't love pizza. He's not a pizza guy. I would say my dad will have it, but it's not like something he really wants. So maybe it runs in the family because that's his brother that doesn't like pizza. But here is a block, and who is that by? This is something by Burlap and Blossom, and you can get it at the Featherweight shop. This is just so darling. There's also the full size. There's the slice and the full size, and Burlap and Blossom does a whole lot of image-based pieced blocks. They're just so cute. So take a look at them out there because maybe you need to have a pizza block in something. Today is also Read a Book Day, so I went looking, and Burlap and Blossom also has this really nifty book block. There's lots of book blocks out there. Some of them you have to enlarge the pattern and they're paper pieced. This particular one is not like that, so this is pretty cool. I really like it. And so Read a Book Day. If you are reading a book right now, leave me a note in the description here in a comment rather. Leave a note in the comment here at YouTube or over at my Fireside chat group and tell me what book you're reading. So several of you pointed out that it's time for our tradition of changing the number to reflect how many subscribers we have here at YouTube, how many friends we have. And so we've gone up to over 113,000. So this was made for me by Marie. She also made this little packet with the extra letters in it. So you know, there's a whole group of letters. Whoops, I got, and so I've got the 3. And this is just double-sided tape. She did the YouTube sign on the back. So just take that 2 off and we'll put the 3 on. I don't know, I think when we get to 120, I'll have to give a quilt away again. 120. So it's a ways to go. It takes a long time to get subscribers on YouTube. So this will go back up on the shelf. Now, I decided that I am so close. I'm so close to being done here. I'm working on the candy, and then I just need the other half of the wrapper right here, the other half of the wrapper. And then this little guy is done. I think I'm just gonna make it into a little wall hanging. They store nicely like that. I'm going to use those boards for something else. I don't know what, but anyway, let's see. I got this polka dot. And this is the magnet. This is the needle minder that comes. Let me just take him off for a minute. Stick him over there. So this guy, of course, I'm still got a needle because I'm not finished. Now I don't think, like I could just put it like this, right? I could just do that. And that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. But, you know, I think we can do better. Do better. I want to get a little orange gingham. So let me get, so up on the shelf here, up here are fabrics. And I need to tell you something about this, because I discovered, like, I don't worry too much about fading in here. There's really no direct sunlight coming in. There's windows over there, but the sunlight it comes to about here and it doesn't go any further. And the one window on the back, the sunlight never comes directly in there. It's not possible. And so I haven't really worried. But what I did discover is that light that's up there that has to light the room. I have vaulted ceilings, a vaulted ceiling in here. And so that light has to light the room. And there are a very few fabrics that have gotten a fade line along the top from the couple of baskets that are up there, which I was like, well, that's interesting because it's not like all of them. One's right next to another were totally fine. So I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. So what I decided to do, this is my orange basket here, is I decided that I would go ahead and cover them, those baskets that are up there. The one on the one side is all like white fabrics, and I should cover it. The next time I take it down, I'll cover it. So I just took a piece, and I don't like the way that looks at all up there, but that's what I did. Okay, so what I'm doing is looking for something like I have this gingham here, which is a little bit bigger scale. This is even bigger scale. This is too big a scale. See how big that scale is? I just want a little. Do I have a little gingham? There's dot. I don't want dots. I don't want dot to dot. I do have, well, this is kind of neat. I do have this, but it's kind of a different, where's that polka dot? So here's the polka dot. It's a different orange. It's a different orange, but it's only going to be a little piece, so will that matter? I don't know. So I was looking at something more, a little bit more orange, different shade of orange. It's like, here's one, like I think that, just something on the, I had wanted gingham, but it looks like this is my only gingham that would work. And let's see. Lay it out and put this here and then put this here. So, basically I will take some gray because I don't want to get, whoops, you can't see it all. So I don't want to get real close to that stitching line for multiple reasons. One, just for, the security of the stitches, so I don't accidentally, snag them or something or sew them into the seam. But also I think that it helps with, this is a fairly open weave, and so it can distort. And so I think having that space around visually lets it so that we're not going, oh, it's not straight. It's that not straight problem. Whereas I think if there's a little bit more room around it, our brain is more forgiving of what the angle is. Like that's a little too wide up there, but something like that is what I'm thinking. But then this would be less, just like a little, well, it's not bad. That plaid is not, what do you think? Not too bad. Not too bad. Otherwise, I could do like this orange. Let me see this one. So this is much more solid looking, right? It doesn't have that multicolor, and it's just a little bit. Okay, let's just do this real quick. Okay, so like that, which is nice too. I kind of like that better. I'm thinking I like that better. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it just as a little mini quilt, and then I can just hang it on the wall. I think that's going to be good. And if there's enough of this inner border, I'll use it for the backing of it, or just use something else similar. And then the binding, I might just use the black again, the black polka, or just find some black. I might just find some black, because the black polka dot on black polka dot, it's kind of, I think it kind of wastes the polka dot to make it binding for something this little, where you're putting the polka dot against the polka dot. I just don't think it would add any value to have a polka dot binding on there. I think probably just black. So here was another gingham. I hadn't been thinking black and orange. Wait. See, there's, okay. Now it's much darker, isn't it? It's much darker. So you like the lighter or the darker? But up close, this looks really good. It's probably a little darker and less contrast on camera than it is to my eye in person. So I don't know, I will think. Now I have to think. Decisions, decisions, decisions. All right. So that is almost done. I will finish that up in the next day or so. I know it should take me like, and I don't know, I don't stitch that fast. Half an hour to finish that little candy. Something like that. Also, you saw there's no fading on these guys at all that are in here. It was just like one piece that I used recently, and like I checked everything else, and it was like the stuff is just totally fine. So that lamp, that light up there, was either that or it's just the natural light of the room faded it. Whatever it was, it faded like one piece in this basket and one piece in the other basket. Nothing else. So anyway, I'm going to be proactive here and have a little caution and cover these guys up for now. Oh, there's another. What? That's what I was thinking of. Wait. Okay, like there are just so many options. So many. You could have options from here till tomorrow, an eternity. So there was another option. I think that's the one I was thinking of, but I was actually thinking of it more of that yellow version, but that looks nice too. Okay, I'll put that over on the think pile. This all goes on the think pile. Okay. So we are sending 5 quilts. We, the royal we, which is me and the shipping department, because he's packing them and taking them tomorrow. Shipping, or today rather. He's taking 5 of my quilts to the Virginia Quilt Museum. One is what's hanging here, the showing here is my Harrisonburg for the exhibit that'll be starting at the end of October. I think the exhibit's and runs for like 3 or 4 months, and we are doing an event in November, the weekend, like 2 weekends prior to Thanksgiving, something like that. So you want to come to that. Then I am giving the museum 4 quilts, and those 4 quilts are going to be used for a raffle, a fundraising raffle. And so I'm thinking if it's going to be just amazing. There's going to be a whole group of quilts, and I'll have 4 of mine, so you will have an opportunity to own one of them, including this is the barn quilt. So I did the barn quilt. The barn quilt is quite large. It fits on a bed, and I just felt like it would be a wonderful thing to have it go and auction or raffle off to support the Virginia Quilt Museum. And there's 3 others, and I did a video on those, so let's take a look. Here's the first one. It's a checkerboard style, and the big thing about doing this one is from one of my books, my medallion book from Leisure Arts. So I used fabrics that are all they're all red and white, and then the black accent, but they're a sort of open print, then a denser print, and then a different scale print, and then a 4 scale print the whole way around, but they're all kind of coordinated and feel the same. So if you even have one that goes different, the scales can go up. I couldn't do that here because these 2, like scale wise, probably should have been next to each other, but they look much better broken up by that guy. So you know, your fabrics dictate what you can do. So this one is going to the museum, and I'll hang the other one of the 4. I'll hang the second of the 4 that's going to be out here, up here now. So this is a Scrappy Ocean Waves done in very cozy fabrics. One of the things I love, okay, I got to tilt it sideways. I'm not taking it off again, but you can see these should be rotated. But anyway, you know, if you're going to hang it. So these were all different sort of cozy, warm Americana fabrics that were kind of inspired by that piece right there. And there's things like, here's like 2000 in there. Oh my goodness. Wow. And there's text print with probably the Pledge of Allegiance or something like that on it. These awesome stars. Just all kinds of fun stuff. So my friend Roberta helped me piece this years ago for a book, and I love it. Let me show you the back. So remember, it should be rotated. But I had this awesome pansy fabric. I had it in a bunch of colors at the time, and then just some strips. There's vote, vote, vote. And I also love this piece. I think I used it in a jacket or something I made years ago. But I used up some fabrics for the back. So fun. And the last one is the quilt that we did as a quilt along, and it is the lanterns, and it used my Paradise Park fabric. I love it. I will keep you updated when those quilts are ready for you to bid on or buy raffle tickets on. I'm not sure what the combo is going to be, but I will definitely keep you updated on what's going on with those. So it's very exciting to be able to support the Virginia Quilt Museum, and I appreciate all of you who do that. It is so awesome for us to keep our quilting history alive. And the Virginia Quilt Museum is just about quilts. And so that is super special because there are just not many museums like that in the world that are devoted just to quilts. Okay, I had a few things come in the mail. This pretty thing, oh, look at this pretty card from Kathy in Oregon. And she also sent along some squares for me to use in the lemon chiffon. And she had a little Alaska fabric to add in. And a yummy Starbucks card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this one. It's got scissors on it. Look at that, scissors. I keep these special ones when they're different like that. I have a stack of them. Thank you, mwah, thank you so much. And then I have, let's see, this is from Diana in Virginia. Look at the hummingbird. You know, I love the hummingbird image because my mother-in-law called her sewing group the Hummingbirds. So if I have a sewing group someday, I'm going to call them the Hummingbirds for honor my mother-in-law. And then she said, look at this magnet. So cute. And some yummy fabrics. Some yellow to lemon chiffon and yellow, some cute watermelon. And then there's another version. Love them on yellow. I can put some in there. On the polka dots, on the black polka dots. Just the best. Let's see, my buddy Bobby, who is my friend and one of our ambassadors, she made me some tea towels with gratitude and grace. Look at this. So this is a tea towel, and it is a free pattern. So I will link you in the description box below, but look how sweet that is. And these are Prairie Points. And then she did one in gratitude and grace fabrics. Here, look at that. You know, we have a sew along for gratitude and grace coming up, 2 of them. We're using just all of those fabrics. I'm just waiting on the kits for the first one. So on Monday, I will talk about those projects. So, Bobby, these are just so darn cute. Thank you. And then the last thing, I have to stay standing up. That's why I got up. Denise sent me something that's very tall. So Denise is from Alabama. She also contributed, she said, one of the Alabama fabrics. And so she had, see my hand? See how tall my hand is? That's how tall this item is. So she had she had this, and she's moved, and it's just bigger than she needs in her home. And so she thought maybe I might be able to use it. And it is, look at this. These are called a hang it dang it. So if you have used them, leave a comment in the end of the video here. And it's a pole that you put your quilt on, and there is this hanger in the middle. So what you do is you end up having a nail on your wall that will go on. The pole goes in the hanging sleeve of your quilt. And so this is awesome. Thank you so, whoops, it's long. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Mwah, mwah. That is so kind, so very kind. I just was, Greg says, did you order something? What is on the front porch? Oh, so speaking of things, let's take a little look at the pillows I finished and where I hung a few of the small quilts that you sent me. So I have my pillows done, and they look delightful, just wonderful on the sofa. So those 2 are done, and the animal one and the sailboat one. So I've got all those great colors. Okay, so also I received this as a present, and so I put it here. So that balances, it gives a little bit more going on. Then I put another present here on the door. Look at that. Looks so cute. And then, there we go. There's that camping with the super cute fabrics up in the hall. Don't they all look great? I'm just so excited to have them up and excited to have the pillows finished. And I made all the pillows kind of loose. They're not really, you know, like tight. The pillowcases are loose, and I really enjoy that. So they're easy to, you know, they're soft on the sofa. Okay, I got in. Fat Quarter Shop sent me the little mitten floss, the mitten floss drops for putting your floss on. Are they stinking cute? They're little mittens. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'll link them below. They also sent me, which I didn't have, so they sent me this. Because I said I didn't have it, so they sent it to me. And that has the super cute little pumpkin ones. Remember, I linked you, I'll link it below. I linked you to this tray that they used and to this pattern, the little tins. I'll put all those links again in the description box. And so I am ready. I'm thinking now, had a cough. So I'm thinking of doing the boo one first. The little ghost, the little boo ghost right there. These are tiny, so I'm thinking they will just make up super quick. I'm very excited about that. Okay, I want to remind you, if you did not download a calendar, it is 2 pages. And I had a few people write, because apparently you must be new to my Block Wednesday. Block Wednesday has a name, and on the calendar it always says Block Wednesday on the Wednesdays. But the name of the project is the Ode to the National Parks, and that's listed here where it says Block Wednesday, very first thing, Block Wednesday, Ode to the National Parks. But I've had people write and say, where is it? Where is it? And so it's there, but I just wanted to remind you that that's how it's phrased. Okay, my friend. So I hope you do a little bit of sewing on the weekend. I hope I do. Like I said, I've not had a whole lot of sewing lately, but I'm going to jumpstart that, jump back in there. And I hope that you quilt past your bedtime. I quilt past my bedtime. I hope you enjoy this and you get some for yourself and for your buddies. Yeah, it's super, super cute. And the t-shirts are super soft. I'm wearing a large, in case you want a reference. You've not seen me in person, but I am wearing a large. And this is the, whoops, sorry, didn't poke the mic. It's the V-neck version. All right, my friend, I love you. Mwah. Thanks for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.